Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ECS Season 3. My name is Greedalicious, and I'm joined tonight by Raven. How are you?
Doing good. I can confirm that it's ECS Season 3 for you.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought, wait a second. Yeah, it's 3. I can count to at least 4. Um,
Alright,
Tonight we
we're
have
making progress.
a. Last week I can only count to 2. We have Rising Rivals versus Degenerated in the grand finals of the qualifier, I guess you can call it, in Group B.
Yeah.
Both of these teams won their matches last week. Rising Rivals technically won one match this week, but technically it's group week 1 and week 2. What do you expect from this match?
Well, what I expect from this well, I think it's a very interesting matchup because, well, Degenerated is a newly formed team from Renegades and AE members, I
Friends?
want to say.
I think just Renegades and Friends, because there's some members here who's not AE as well,
Yeah, that's why I wasn't
Necromancy
actually sure
and
what to call it, but
yeah,
yeah, pretty much that. And yeah, I think they have a pretty strong roster,
yeah,
in my
absolutely.
opinion. And yeah, we'll see how they will match up versus the different teams. But I mean, they did win their first match, so that's already a good start
Convincingly
for
too.
them.
I think it was
Yeah.
12-3.
Same goes for RR though. Like they
Yeah,
won pretty convincingly
that's
in their matchup
also
last week.
12-3, I think. Maybe Degenerated was 12-5. I'm not too sure right now. But both matches went kind of one-sided. Degenerated, I think what's gonna struggle they're gonna struggle a little bit with is their team play because there aren't a lot of new players here. But then again,
Um,
so will Rising Rivals because they have a lot of new players too. This is not an old clan either.
yeah. And I mean, it kind of really comes down to how much effort the players put into that team working aspect themselves, and how much their commanders can lead them in that. So I think that will be yeah, something to keep in mind about that. Like, the commander has a pretty big influence, or at least the leader of a clan has a pretty big influence on how your teamwork's gonna work out. Um, in matches. But that doesn't come without effort from the players themselves. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
we'll see how that works out.
I know both teams are kind of very committed to winning, but I mean, especially Degenerate. When I spoke to them, they said they want to have fun in this. That's the main goal. But I mean, winning is fun, so they want to get as far as they can.
Yeah, exactly. You
Um,
you also always say that you want to have fun in the tournament, and now you're
yeah,
going try hard.
yeah.
Oh god.
Then you sit up until 4 in the morning making tactics, practicing drops and everything, and then it goes to hell. Both teams are already ready. Actually, it's a bit shame because we have a lot to talk about on both of these teams.
Yeah.
Quickly, strength rangers on both teams, in my opinion.
I would kind of agree. Like, we streamed our match last week, and there are just like Max and Finn, or they just shot everything to pieces.
Oh yeah,
And like, people on Degenerated, people like Razor, LaRue, Toy, like, actually, like,
tornado
all
as
of
well.
their
Every
archers,
single one of these players are really good, very
yeah,
experienced
like,
players.
they're renowned as good archers. So
I think
um,
Degenerators have a way more balanced roster.
Um, yeah, you could say so. Although on the other hand, like, Rising Rivals has a slightly bigger roster, I wanna say. I'm not entirely positive on that, but I mean, anyways, you could
We're
probably say that Degenerated has overall a little bit like more well-rounded roster.
I think it's a little bit more balanced, but we're actually already live, and Degenerate are rushing into alley, meeting Rising Rivals here.
Yeah.
Just a standstill, looking at each other, seeing who's gonna do the
Well,
first
this is a
shot here.
pretty
Ooh.
common standoff, right? Like, both teams go to alley.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising they didn't take graveyard, but first round you never know where the flag is gonna spawn.
Well, I suppose if the flag does spawn in graveyard, Degenerated probably would be the first ones to be able to get back to the graveyard.
Yeah, I think so as well. Looking at the
So
roster series, like the balance as well. Rising Rivals only have one arch, one cavalry even, two archers and 5 infantry.
I think that's alright. Like, yeah, the like the Rotocav have been buffed, but I don't think there's any reason to take 2 Cav, like considering the significant buffs that the Rodok Inf got. Because I
Yeah.
think like Rodok Inf can match up very well now versus the Nord Inf. Like
I think so as well. It's quite
because
balanced.
like the shields the shield skill got buffed. What else got buffed? I think their Iron Flash got buffed. So like
Yeah,
Rodok
from 4
Imps
to
are
6.
just super hard to kill right now. So
It's gonna be
Well-
quite even here, I think, in my
yeah,
opinion.
we'll see how it works out.
Only 1 cav though. But they're meeting now in the graveyard. Renegades actually, degenerated even, got to the flag a little bit quicker. Quite outside. Just cav taking a bit of damage
Well,
there.
it's kind of what we expected though, right? Considering degenerated position.
Yeah. Griffin is trying to push up on LaRue here. He's already getting pushed by I'm Not Alone though. Killer coming up to
Yeah.
help him. Tally taking the first kill on Nubijuki.
Looks like
Quarterboss
looks
flying
like
Piccolo.
the RR Cav doing some good work there.
Yeah. Piccolo's pushing the corner. Killer's fighting I'm Not Alone, he's really low health. Killer taking
Yeah,
him
feels
down.
like it's falling apart for degenerated.
Yeah, Feanor and Max is standing in the back shooting, but 2 kills coming back from Degenerated. It's 3 versus 4,
Yeah,
they can
some
still win
kills
this.
coming back, but
Double kill
it's just
from...
not enough.
Yeah, now you see the crossbow's taking effect there.
Yeah.
Armin a little bit greedy taking a hit there. Feanor finishing down with a double kill.
I think that was really good work by Ballandor because basically I didn't like notice the impact of the degenerated cav, and when Ballandor came in, it was like he bumped one, that one got killed, he came back, he killed another one himself. So that's like 2 kills already by just like 1 cav charge, whereas
Yeah.
it felt like the degenerated cav, they tried to get in, but they couldn't really find the opening to do so. And you can just see that like the whole fight just falls apart once that happens, you know, like I think aside from Ballandor helping out with 2 kills, there was also another kill on the side somewhere. So it just doesn't really help out. And LaRue also immediately got pushed, and LaRue is degenerated only archer, so
Yeah, he needs to
like
be able to take shots here.
yeah, exactly. So basically their archer was like not in a position to shoot, and their cav really didn't have that much of an impact. Whereas the RR, like the RR archers both have 2 kills.
Yeah, they did really good,
Ballandor was
especially in the
also
end there.
involved in 2 kills.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Every one of the Rising Rival members are very effective right now.
Yes, and that's very important on this map because you're fighting in these like close corner kind of situations, you know.
Pushing. Pushing against Nords. Usually you don't
Yeah.
want to do that, but Griffin taking a big hit already. He's down to yellow health.
Well, I mean, usually you don't want to do that, I guess, but
Yeah.
they have the better
Scar
archer
pushing forward as
position.
well.
Like if they can get Fianor and Max to shoot, oh no, they're gonna push Fianor.
Elendor. Max is in such a good position as well. Nobody's pushing him right now.
Yeah, but Fianor has been taken down already, so it's
That's
gonna
true.
be interesting to see how this is gonna work out. I think Degenerated have a pretty good chance, like looking at the battle situation.
Yeah, looks like they're in the lead here right now. LaRue being pushed by I'm Not Alone. Belmar
I'm not
coming in
alone,
to
it's
help.
very low though.
Yeah. Can try with a kick there, not
Nice
really working
headshot.
out.
Max taking sneaky position again, like in the corner.
Bellandor will need to shut him down. Looks like they're just gonna go for the flag now. Like they won the initial fights, ish, kinda. 1 player up. But all of Rising Rivals
That's
have a lot of
important
health.
though on this map. Like, what do RR have left? They have 2 imps, an archer, and a cav.
It's pretty balanced to be honest. But I mean, so is Degenerated.
It's fairly balanced, but I mean, Degenerated do have more to play with though.
Oh, I'm Not Alone. Harmon getting
Though
pushed
they
there.
didn't help out Harmon.
Yeah, he did left him
Pretty
to die
awkward.
there.
Now the
Crystal-
Brew's gonna get pushed out.
We're still doing really good work. Ah, I'm Not Alone with a double kill in the background.
Yeah,
Crystal
with
taking
the,
down
with the help of
Quarterboss.
Ballandor.
Yeah,
Dropping down.
there we go. Now it's Killer
It's
pushing.
10 seconds though. Degenerated have the higher flag.
Yeah, they've won this run. A very smart play actually. Killer just kept Max out of the fight completely, which essentially won them that game. Toy doing a double killer and then just
Well,
picking
I
up the
think
pieces.
Chris though won like I don't know how many fights. He won like 3 fights that round, so almost by himself. I think he got help in like one or two of those perhaps, but he got some solo kills, I believe.
He's 5-1
so-
as well. His javelin work there was really good. He hit like almost
Yeah.
every javelin he threw. Really good play.
Exactly. He had like a headshot as well.
Yeah.
So that's really good. I still think that Ballon had way too much impact there, but
Yeah,
could just be.
Belender was very effective in that fight.
Like, I think Ballon secured, like, the only reason that RR were still in that round after the first couple of kills that Degenerated got was because he supported, like, his infs into getting a couple of counter kills, so
He
it was
also
good.
killed Nibiruki in a 1v1. Essentially 1v1. He hit him
Well,
in
he
the back
just
there.
ran by and killed
Yeah.
him, you mean?
I mean, it's 1v1. Like, in that one little area, only 2 people were, so, I mean, it works. Flag in 5
Right.
seconds. Spawn in middle last round. It's not gonna spawn the same position twice. Could be in graveyard or alley.
It's in graveyard again.
No flag in the alley yet. Although every fight has actually started there. Degenerated one in the push from their side of the spawn.
What? It's in graveyard, man.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said alley first, but that's
It
fine.
hasn't spawned in alley yet.
Oh,
So
right, okay.
you need to pay attention. This is important stuff, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Harman being the first one on the flag, it's gonna be
Looks like
difficult.
Killer is
pushing
already
this.
gonna try and contest this this ladder push, which is very important, I think, because otherwise LaRue's just gonna get pushed.
Yeah.
So this is really good by Degenerated. Like, there's no way that LaRue's gonna get pushed out now, I think.
Killer can just shield them there and essentially keep them off completely. 2
Yeah,
players
but now it's gonna get
useless.
difficult. He's gonna get pushed
Yeah.
by 2. Now they can
I'm
now
not
they
alone,
can push
though.
LaRue.
Good shot on I'm not alone there though. Fener taking on Toy or
RR should take advantage of this right now while LaRue is still out of the fight, because LaRue is the only one who's non-inf who can contribute to the fight.
Fener with a double kill, shooting Harman now.
Yeah.
Fener is in such a good position,
Oh,
but
LaRue
LaRue with a
shooting
double
again,
kill
though.
on his own. If he can
Immediately
kill
notices.
Fener now as well,
Triple kill. Can he make
he
more kills?
needs to just
There we go.
quadruple kill from LaRue. Last guy alive, Fener. Just leave it to LaRue. He can just shoot him in the back, no problem.
Pretty much.
Degenerate taking the third round, second for them. Very good play there.
You see, this is why you shut people like LaRue down. And overall, I think that RR did a pretty good job of that, but they didn't really capitalize on it enough. It was basically like they had one inf trying to push up to the ladder, up to the wall where LaRue was, and then Killer cut him off, which I think was a very good
that was
move.
very smart.
But then they just sent another guy up there, which I think was good by R. Like, what is Degenerated gonna do about it? Like, put everyone on the wall to defend LaRue? No, it's not gonna work, so...
They
just
trusted
let
in
LaRue
LaRue
be
and
pushed,
Killer to
and,
just win the
yeah,
fight, which they did.
Like, they couldn't kill enough people in the time that LaRue was locked down, and when LaRue got space again, he just killed everyone.
Yeah, we
Like
saw that. He got 4 kills that round, and those are his only 4 kills this game.
Yeah,
like,
but
they
I mean,
did such a
it's
good
just
job
such
shutting
a
him down
good
last
position
round.
to shoot from, you know.
Yeah, it's
Like,
perfect.
Everyone
it's like
was
sitting
fighting
ducks.
down there from RR by the time he got, like, his hands free again. So
Every shot he fired was a kill.
I think he missed one. Pretty sure.
Okay, every shot he hit on an enemy was a kill.
Oh, okay, yeah. Alright.
Flag spawns exactly on top of Tally there and Korobos.
Yeah.
This is tricky to land. You want to fight, like, you want Fener out of the cut corner, because he's gonna be deadly.
Well,
there.
this is overall very tricky for Degenerated to take.
Yeah, they
Like,
just
this whole fight, you know.
now they're gonna. Yeah, there we go. Bravery, Winston is.
Ooh, Max is low though. If they can put someone on Max.
Where's Max? Is in.
Wow. Okay,
Oh yeah.
well, Max just shoots someone before he gets pushed out.
Yeah. Bellendorm losing his horse though. Christo is.
Yeah, but
Very
RR
effective,
getting the
keeping two
advantage
guys
in the
away.
back line.
Yeah. A little bit of a confusion there. Crystal taking
It's
him
really
down though.
weird.
Griffin, Harman fighting 2 people now. Griffin and Tally. But the
Yeah.
team play is not there. Like, very greedy by Harman. 2 players left against 4.
Who knows? Maybe it was a misclick.
Yeah, he might have
Could be.
not have his key spawned properly. Korobos with a corpse kick. That's
Killer killing
unnecessary.
someone in the back line. And
Yeah.
he has a 2-hand axe.
Of course. It's Nords, man.
Uh-huh.
It's legit. Oh,
Well.
nice hit there as well. He could win this. 2 versus 1.
I don't see how he's
Oh.
gonna win. If he wins this, then he'll get a cookie.
No cookie
He's
for
not getting
Killer,
any cookies
but
from me.
he played well though. Also good fight. The dodge on the staircase, like so Korobos hit Griffin, that was actually really cute.
Yeah. Well, overall, I think that fight started pretty well for Degenerated though. Like
Yeah,
they got 2 shots on Max before the fight started, and then they put, I think it was Christo to push him out. Like that's what they did,
yeah.
and then Bellandor came in to help Max out, and I believe like Max and Bellandor both died, but in the meantime, RR just got all the kills, like in just skill wise, I believe.
Killer's standing on the ladder here as well, blocking him, so they are not able to even lift up the ladder. Or is forced to pull back. They need to hope for a mid flag. Otherwise,
Well,
they
I
are
mean,
gonna struggle on this one.
yeah, I guess. I mean, if it spawns in the graveyard though, like they just need to do the same thing again, where they put up 2 infs
Oh,
toward that archer,
yeah. But I think
and
Renegade's gonna Degenerate is gonna do exactly the same. They're just gonna keep Killer and LaRue there, and you just trust those two to win them the fight. And look, Killer's just blocking the ladder again.
yeah, but
Very brave
he
against the
can't do
entire
that
team.
forever. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
raise it now. Now they're gonna put like 2 people up
Oh,
there.
nice job there.
But looks like Degenerated want to put a little bit more support towards LaRue.
Yeah.
This is gonna be super
Griffin.
difficult for RR to do. I don't think they can approach through the front gate. They need to go through like the back gate.
Degenerate is also raising the ladder, or
Well, they're
the flag,
pushing out
so
LaRue though.
they're also
LaRue is
pushing
not
up from
getting
their
any
side of
help.
the spawn. Max taking the top now. LaRue giving up his position. Tally taking on Harmon as well.
Oh, Max shooting from the wall now. Oh,
Yeah.
Max has such a good position. Max can do a real lot of work.
Theodore as well, like they have a really good crossfire here. They're just picking them out one by one.
And Max with another kill too.
Yeah, this is very one-sided so far. Almost whitewash. Scar trying his best at the end, but Rising Rivals taking it. 3-2.
I'm a little bit surprised by the decision making of Degenerated there. They were like, RR had their whole team like around the ladder next to the wall, and Degenerated had like 3 people outside there throwing jabs at those people, you know, like trying to help out Aru a little bit if they were gonna go up to him. And then they suddenly just went back inside the graveyard and let LaRue be pushed. That was really weird to me. Like they didn't even put Killer up there to help him.
Yeah, they
LaRue just
abandoned
got
that
pushed
position a
out,
little
and
bit too
then Max
easily.
could just run up there and shoot everyone.
Yeah, they gave up the position a little bit too easily there, which RR just really capitalized on.
Yeah. So overall, I think last round was a bit of a mistake by Degenerated, but other than that, it's really come down a lot to like in individual performances too. I'd say like Ballandor has made a big impact, you know, and I kind of felt like the Degenerated Cav didn't have as much impact as you would maybe like. I think if they would have to redo that matchup, you would probably not want to take 2 Cav as Nord and also
Yeah.
just take one. Because I just felt like they lacked any kind of advantage that they want. They just didn't have too many advantages over Rodok in this particular matchup. Because, like, yeah, if it was without the stat changes, maybe you could say like Nord's 5v5 infs is like just as strong as each other. But with the new changes, I definitely don't think that Rodok is any worse than Nord in melee combat.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at the stat changes actually while we have some time here. Because
Um,
Rodok's cow skill, like didn't really pay any attention here. Because like there were 2
I
cav, but they
think
didn't really get to do anything, as you
the
said.
other 3 changes are very important. Like the shield skill, like of course shield skill is nice to have a bigger blocking angle against like archers and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like the archer like the Rue got that much done, except for that round where he was on the wall and just shot everyone obviously, but other than that, I didn't feel like he had that much impact as a solo archer, but like, what do you want? You know, you're just shooting into Rodok shields. There's not much you can do, and you're a Nord archer on top of that, so
Yeah,
it's pretty difficult.
the
But I
you
think
should
the main
shoot.
thing is like the plus 8% like hit points that your shield. I think it gives extra hit points,
Pretty
right,
sure
to
it's
your
8%.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, I think that's a pretty big deal. Like you're playing versus the Nord Axis, you want your shield to survive as long as possible, and Rodok shields already have like naturally have quite a lot of HP. So if you have a percentage-based increase on that, you know, that's pretty big for Roddox, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, like, it's basically Roddox just got tankier.
Yeah, I mean, 2 Iron Flash, that's like
That's
4
a
extra
lot.
HP. What's like the average? The average HP of like an infantry on multiplayer is like between 57 and 60 or something.
Something around there, yeah.
So it's like above 60, well above 60 probably.
It's good. It's very good. Also, the
So
crossbow skills, shield skills increased as well,
oh
so
yeah,
they are now even
that's
tankier.
actually very
Yeah.
important. Like you usually against like Nord axis, you know, you don't really want to kite as an archer. Like your shield's gonna get broken down and then +1 is a kill, you know,
Yeah.
like in 2 seconds. But now with the extra shield skill, like I said, the percentage-based increase is pretty big for Rodic shields in my opinion. So it's just gonna take that much longer to like kill an enemy Rodok archer, you know.
Yeah, they can just shield back, even if you spam it down now.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
exactly.
this is maybe 2 or 3 more hits on the shield.
Um, oh, I mean,
As,
either
I
way,
mean, obviously it
it
depends
makes a
on.
difference, you know.
Yeah.
Like, if Nords have like swords, then it makes even more of a difference, you
Oh,
know. But
definitely, yeah. You're not gonna
especially
break that
against
down easily.
the axes, of course. Like those couple of extra hits can make the difference, you know, between someone being able to help you out or not.
Yeah. What do you
Like,
think? Or I mean, jumping away from the stats because they're already ready again. These teams are too quick. Too much to talk about. Do you think Renegades need to change anything? Because I think they basically have the setups down. I think it was just a little bit much decision making at the
degenerated, you
end.
mean?
Yes, I'm gonna say this wrong a lot. I'm sorry for
Alright,
everyone.
good job. I mean, I just kind of feel like some of their overall like team decisions have been somewhat questionable, I guess, and like they need to communicate a little bit better as to when their calves are going to come in and help. Like they have one calf as well, I like that. Like
Yeah,
if you have one really good calf, then that can make all the impact that you need, I think.
and their cav is Nobuyuki. Like he
Like
is
basically
one of the most legendary cap players there is in this game. But
basically the
Max
same
taking a big hit
setups.
already. Yeah, that's good. I don't think they need to change anything really. I think it was just balanced gameplay right now. Max taking a big hit earlier on though.
Yep.
That's good for Degenerated. I need to
Yeah.
learn to say their name now. I'm gonna say Degenerated a lot, so it sticks in my mind.
That would be good. Just say degenerated in every sentence you say and you'll be
I
fine.
will. The flag spawned in Graveyard, which is far away from Degenerated.
Uh-huh.
One could even say it's in the best interest of Rising Rivals, which is not in the best interest of Degenerated.
I'm gonna be hearing this a lot, I think.
Yeah, I'm already sick of it.
Looks
Rising Rivals being the first on the flag.
RR is gonna be first in graveyard, as expected,
Yeah.
considering their position. They're gonna put oh, they're actually gonna give Max 2 imps to support him.
Oh, I'm not alone fell down. I don't think he intended for that, but Griffin taking down LaRue.
I don't think degenerated intended for that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That was a jab headshot, I guess, on LaRue.
That's pretty big
That's
because
massive.
like that only one crossbow left for degenerated. Where is Razor even? Oh, he's trying to get. Oh, he fell down. Oh, this is really bad.
Oh! A little bit
He
of
doesn't have a
clumsy play
shield
for him.
anymore either. I don't know what happened to that, but
Flash should take down Pickle on the flag.
looks like the RR Cav are gonna do some work too now.
Max is just shooting freely on here. Shooting at Nobuyuki's horse.
And the team kill, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Nobuyuki has to make something happen right now for his team. Like,
Yeah. Swan
Because
taking
there's-
down Scar as well. Killer taking one back, but double kill there from some rivals. Nobuyuki taking down Swan, that's good. He paid back for it there. Griffin Killer. Only Nobuyuki left. Max is just shooting him, but...
well, I mean,
Yeah.
you could say he paid back for it there, but that
But
was
the damage
like
is
too
done.
late, you know. Like
Damage
that
is
was
done
pretty
already.
much the first, like the first impact that he had in the fight was actually team kill. But I mean, that's not something you're gonna expect to happen. But like by the time he actually got like a positive impact on the fight for his team, yeah,
The
they
fight was
already
already
kind
over.
of lost, you
Yeah.
know. And that's not what you want. Like, LaRue gets killed before the fight, Razor falls down, has no shield, like gets pushed out quite easily. I don't know where he got the one kill from. Maybe he still got that round, which would be pretty good, but like, I don't think he got any shots off that fight anyways.
I didn't really
So,
notice him much, to be honest.
and then it's pretty much up to the imps only, you know. And as I said, I think like North versus Rodok, it's pretty even matchup, you know.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Nowadays, so
Especially nowadays, as you say. Even back in the day, you used to try to counter Rodox with, or North with Rodox on close maps. Griffin's trying to bait out an attack here, but not having it.
yeah, not having it indeed.
Looks like Killer has a crossbow,
Yeah,
but I think it's
I
only
think
one
he
shot.
just
I
got
don't see
that from
bolts.
like another one of his crossbows in exchange for like a sword or something.
Yeah, I think so. So I don't see
Some
bolts
some
on him.
clans
So.
do this drop.
Yeah, only we do the risky drop of dropping both,
Uh-huh.
which I would like to see more of. I think it actually is really good, but that one shot as well, it's enough. You can do damage with that. Let alone jabbing LaRue. LaRue's
Yeah, this
not
this
having
flag is difficult to approach.
Oh.
Alright, this is good by R. They're going in as a team.
Yeah, Race taking a Bellendor is
Scar's
really
already
important.
really low too.
Yeah, he doesn't have shield. Corvus taking him down with his spear. Tally
Yeah.
with a team killing
And
Corvus.
looks like Razor's gonna get pushed out. LaRue's already dead.
Yeah, Pickle's getting pushed by 2 people here. If she can stay alive for longer now, they can make this work. Razor coming in the back to try to help her out.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like Degenerated can do anything about this anymore.
Yeah,
They're just
Flasher came in.
massively outnumbered.
yeah. The cow support there as well was very effective.
Cav support was really good. I feel like RR are just getting they're doing their cav support. They're letting their cav support properly. Like their cavs are getting stuff done. Their archers are getting stuff done. Like even if they get pushed out, they continuously try to help their archers out with their imps, and try to like set up an advantage that way. You know, like giving your archer space again, even giving them space to shoot into the fight. It really works out for them. Whereas it feels like once one of the degenerated archers gets pushed, they're just out of the fight.
Yeah,
like,
they're just...
yeah, Razor manages to pick up 2 kills, which is great, but then afterwards he got pushed. LaRue was already taken out of the fight. I think Nobuyuki already died as well. So that's pretty much like they only really worked with one archer in that fight, and that's really not enough.
Especially, like... Yeah, the Rodok crossbow's got a little bit of a buff in defensive stats, basically, but that doesn't mean they're gonna go up against the Nord infantry. Chances are they're gonna lose that, yeah. Especially these infantry of Rising Rivals have done good work so far. Looks like they're pushing as well.
Killer taking a really big
hit, but
nice shot by
Razor punishing it hard there.
Looks like
Tally
this is gonna be a real clutch fight. Like
yeah,
the
very
cav are gonna
close.
make a big difference. Oh well, team kills will make a big difference too.
Yeah, Crystal, Nobuyuki getting stopped in the back as well.
Yeah, Nobuyuki is trying to do stuff, but he's not managing it so far.
He kind of did a little bit, because the focus on the fight was changed, but Max with a team kill as well.
Alright, that's really bad.
That's not a good position to shoot from.
Degenerated can really take an advantage in this melee fight
Yeah.
now. All clumped up on each other, you're just gonna like check who's gonna make the first mistake, you know.
Or Corvus again taken down there, double kill. Tally and everything just happening way too fast. Razor with the double kill at the end, Nobuyuki finishing the end.
Well, that's kind of what you like. This is typical clutch fight, you know. Like you don't really know how those fights are really gonna work out. Like Nobuyuki really didn't have a chance to do anything, but I didn't feel like the RR Cav were able to do anything either.
No, I didn't really see the RR Cav there actually.
Yeah, so
because that's such a bad position to fight for against Cav.
Yeah,
Cavs,
exactly.
like
So,
Cav can
like
do
I said,
work.
It's just a clutch situation there. You know, you're all clumped up on each other. You're just gonna like check who's gonna make the first mistake. You know.
Yeah, those 2 team kills from RR really hurt them there.
Yeah, I think Degenerated at one team.
I think
kill
they had
too.
one as well. I think Christo team killed Killer.
Yeah.
But in the fight like that, it's
a lot of
such a
risky
mess.
stuff right there. But in the end, it works out for Degenerated.
Yeah.
So that's
Important
good.
round for them as well. You don't
That's
want to
very
be
important.
6-2
And
down.
like Razor actually, like that was pretty impressive by Razor if you think about it, because he got so much done in such a clutch situation, you know.
Yeah.
And I think those kind of individual kind of plays that you can make, uh, they just make the difference in those kind of clutch situations, you know? Like, you basically just don't, like, you tell your imps to just not die stupidly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, in a clutch situation, you never want to be outnumbered, and you're just dead.
You can see how well they're defending Razor here now as well. Like, they don't want them to have caught the corner. Crystal taking big hits though. Killer as
Yeah,
well,
they're
getting pushed off. Oh.
Razor taking a bit. Oh, Tully, beautiful
Tully-
double kill there. Tully just
Triple
cleaned
kill
up
even.
right there.
He goes down, but...
And a quadruple kill by Karobas.
So their infantry did a little bit of work on that map.
What?
6.
I don't even know what just happened, man.
No, like I didn't even. I missed that part. Like what
that
happened?
was like 15 seconds and everyone was dead.
I saw a quadruple kill pop up, and then a triple kill, and
No, I
both of them
honestly
were
was
from
looking
infantry.
at how, like, I thought that, like, RR was trying to push Razor up in the Kilder corner, and Degenerated had like 3 people there, and they managed to push one player out. I don't remember who that was, but Tully was still up there, and he just, like, killed the other 2 remaining guys there, like Razor and someone else, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I even missed the whole Karobas quadruple kill
Yeah,
up
me
until
too.
the end. And I was like, oh, the fight is over already. Well then.
Yeah, that was a convincing display by the RR infantry.
You could say that, yes.
Now, this is gonna be difficult for Degenerated, starting as Nords as well.
Yeah. Against, like, North isn't like a super bad. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, on North you kind of want to rely on your infantry to do a lot, and on open maps it's just not great.
Yeah. Cav does good against Vegas, especially if they use coursers, but not a lot of people use coursers anymore. Hunters is the way to go. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, one of the main difficulties that I have with Nord Cav is just that you cannot upgrade your horse. Like, let's say you do win like 1 or 2 rounds as Nord Cav. Like, what are you gonna upgrade? It's not your horse, and that's kind of what you would like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, especially versus Vagers,
Oh,
the archers are pretty
yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Nord Cav is just that you cannot upgrade your horse. Like, let's say you do win like 1 or 2 rounds as Nord Cav. Like, what are you gonna upgrade? It's not your horse, and that's kind of what you would like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, especially versus Vagers,
Oh,
the archers are pretty strong.
Just bump them down with a heavy horse, and those archers are out of the fight for a bit, but unable to do that as Nord Cav.
Well, it's not like you can't bump them down with a normal
you can of
horse,
course still bump them down, but
it's just that
much
they're more
easier with a heavy horse.
survivable, which is kind of ideal on an open map.
You also
Kind of
saw how
ideal on a
effective,
close map too, I guess, but
I prefer it on close map personally because I like the speed of the cavalry. You can be more effective on open maps if you have more speed, but
well, either way, I think Degenerated need to get some things straight, because I think the last, like, that last set, at some parts, they just got outmaneuvered by RR, and not like on a tactical skill, you know, like. Well, I mean a little bit perhaps, but
a lot of it.
overall it was really like the impact that the Cavs and archers were able to make in the first couple of rounds, and then that last round, man, like, what? I still don't know what happened there. Like, everyone just died. But that's more individual impact than anything else, you know.
Yeah, those infantry did so much there. Like,
and it's just kind of weird because you wouldn't expect that, you know. Like, look at what kind of team Degenerated have playing right now. Like, they're all like personal skill-wise, they're well respected.
Absolutely, I'm a little bit surprised it went that way. I mean, you can't exactly shake stick at Rising Rivals infantry either. Like, I'm not alone. Korbas. I'm not sure who Korbas is actually. It might be Devil's Box.
It might be. Like,
I would imagine it is.
I would imagine so too. Like, looking at this ping, probably. can't say for sure.
Yeah. Either way,
I
he's done good work. He got a quadruple kill.
yeah.
Can't really say anything against that. But
Yeah.
I think right now Degenerated needs to win. This is gonna sound a little bit stupid, but they need to win as much as they can, especially as Nords. Like they are the weaker faction again, going against Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, if they somehow manage to win 3-0 as Lawrence on this map,
Then I would say the match is over at that point. Like Degenerate would have won the match then. Because if you win 3-0 as Nords, like you're gonna win 3-0 as Vegas. But
who knows? We'll see. Not we're not live.
We are not live, guys.
Yes, good job.
Called not live right before I mention it.
So I think the main, like, if we look at stat changes, the main thing for the Faker, like Faker had 2 changes, right? They had like the infantry shield skill increased by 2, and the archer power strike increased by 1.
Yeah, the archer power strike won't make much of a difference here, most likely. But
well, overall,
I
think it's a pretty big difference. But yeah, on
this
this map,
on this map not so much. Cav shields for Cav.
Shield skill probably matters, like against archers, but
yeah, it's gonna be a lot trickier to do these foot shots and stuff now. But we are live this time. I'm not kidding this time.
Yeah, you're not kidding this time. Great. So looks like Degenerated are gonna be going with 3 infantries and then 1 archer for Cav. It's like the most common setup for Nords, I guess, for this map.
Yeah,
it's just a little
surprising.
It's just a little bit like annoying to play around with, you know, because you don't really want to have 3 imps on this map. It's just that it's not really worth getting an extra archer.
Yeah, the archer's not gonna make that much of a difference, and the extra infantry on the flag, he might win you the round.
Yeah, he might. I mean, it's not that likely, perhaps, but
who knows? They have javelins as well. Like javelins are arguably better than archers. You just need this not really long hits, but flag spawns in the open though. This is good for Rising Rivals.
Yeah, it's definitely good for them because they have. Well, I mean, they arguably have a Cav advantage. I don't want to say advantage though. They're probably more on par with Nord Cav. But I think it's gonna be the archers. The archers are gonna be the big difference for RR. Like if their archers can do a lot of work, then I think this round should be theirs.
Yeah, I think so as well. Looks like Fener's going up on the stone here.
He's going up on the rock. Oh,
but he does get shot.
He gets shot in the foot.
Huh, interesting. But very important, he's down to yellow health.
Well, I mean, he didn't lose that much. Like, he probably will be able to survive 1 more shot or something.
Yeah, 2 more shots instead, but
yeah, I
from
mean,
that distance the damage will not do much, especially as Nord archers.
It looks like I kind of like this by Degenerated. They have like 4 people up there to push them away from that rock. Like that position on the rock is just so good.
Yeah. They can go into this a little bit convincingly. Tally getting stopped as well, going for a bump, but not getting punished for it whatsoever. Harmon though does get stopped and punished for it. Tally taking the first kill on this map.
Tally taking the first kill, yes. Looks like LaRue is not able to shoot at all. They're trying to push out on this rock, but I feel like RR are getting the better of this by far. Like,
yeah. They're not really taking on the horses so much. Razor's solo as well, but Swan team kill. Crystal taking down Amnat alone as well. This is a good switch for them. They need to kill a little bit more people. Max is on the flag, just racing it. 10 seconds left.
They're gonna kill Christo too?
They need to kill Max.
They're gonna kill Christo, yeah. Like
they need to kill Max really quickly. Either way, this is Rising Rivals round. Nubuke and Toy trying their best, but
like I don't get. I mean, I really like the move where Degenerated like goes up to the rock and like with like 4 people, like all of their imps and their archer push up to that rock to try and get Fëanor away from there. But they just don't manage to get there. Like I don't get what that was, but
I think they hesitated way too much. I think they were waiting for the Cav support from their own, but they didn't get there in time, and instead Rising Rivals got their Cav.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
And both
like,
cats just got stopped in the fight anyway. Like they were just popping by to say hello and then leaving.
I think they popped by and they died. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, Christo trying something sneaky on Fëanor. That would have been a good kill if it was a headshot. But slightly missing.
Well, I mean, such a kill would make a big difference, though. It's kind of like what Degenerated needs right now.
Yeah.
That kind of an advantage without any losses.
Yeah, that's true. They need to win more. Graveyard flag. This might work well for Degenerated, especially considering their position right now. They're kinda...
Well, I don't
right
see how
on the ass
Degenerated
of
are gonna
anything
capitalize on the flag spawn, though. They only have one archer.
That's true, but they don't really need to because they're pushing away, and there we go.
What?
Toy taking down
Alright,
Flesher.
Toy just jabbing down the Flesher.
Yeah. I mean, who needs archers when you have javelins?
Like you said.
Yeah. They're just pushing Rising Rivals off the flag, essentially, or into the flag.
Into the flag, rather. This is
But
the first time they're touching it. But
I was
Max
just
with
about
a
to say,
good kill on Harmon, though.
Max is
Looks
in
like Killer's
such
gonna
a good
try and
position.
go up to Max, but they need to pressure these RR archers because DGNR and
Oh,
if
good hit.
Max needs to be taken down by Killer now, but
Yeah.
Tally's gonna try and help out.
Yuki comes in. This mounts
Ooh,
Tally, that's really good.
That was good
Max is
teamwork.
almost nothing.
They're
This
keeping
is
Max
so-
out of the fight.
Yeah.
Scar's going
Right
up
now?
to DGNR.
Right now, Kill's
So
keeping
this
3
is
people
good
out
for
of the fight, but he's
Degenerated.
definitely
This
gonna
is
go
really
down.
good for Degenerated.
Yeah, he does get taken down. Max is free to shoot again. LaRue needs to get a shot on Max here. If he kills Max,
Ooh, Sven
it's
just runs
missed
in and dies.
but Degenerated's just killing them one by one. Toy taking down Max here as well. Last guy lives, Fëanor goes to
It
take
was a
down.
really good approach by Degenerated
Yeah,
there.
that was
Like,
flawless. That's exactly what they needed to do.
I mean, they got an early kill too, which is just really good. Like, Toy gets an early kill. Like, sure, Max headshots one of your calves after that, but at least it's kind of like even again after that, you know? Like, let's say Toy doesn't get like a jab on an enemy player, you
That
know,
was
and
that was
Max
good.
makes a shot, then yeah.
Yeah, I traded out
So-
a little bit, like one good headshot for another.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was just a really good move. Like, Killer came in through the back there, he got a really good hit on Max. And then Tali tried to come in and help, but that was beautiful by Nubiyuki. He just came in with the couch
Yeah.
Tali's horse, and he was pretty much useless there, and then they just cleaned them up.
Yep.
Because there was no one else anymore to support them, and then, like, in the meantime, on the other side of the fight, they just push down Fëanor and they win the fight, you know? Like, what are RR gonna do once their archers are, like, out of the fight, you know?
Yeah, their
Like
archers
that.
and their cav are gonna be incredibly important here, but Max is
Yes.
already in such a good position here. This is a very,
Yeah.
very early start for Max.
You know-
He's gonna do a lot here if he can gets a little bit of support from his cav.
Yeah.
Toy is gonna try to go
I'm
for
really
him.
wondering as to...
Oh, the map border stops Toy.
Oh.
That would have been so sneaky if he would have gotten a hit there. Oh,
Well,
that would
was
have been
pretty close.
Yeah, he was. I don't think Max saw him until he hit the wall.
I wonder what they're gonna, what the Degenerated are gonna do now. Are they just gonna leave LaRue here? Maybe they are just gonna leave LaRue here.
I
but
would
then
leave
Max
LaRue
just
there,
has free reign. Like, they need to make the same push, but they need to win on that, I feel. And
They can leave
I don't know
LaRue there,
how.
though. They can leave LaRue down there and just push with the rest of the team. Harmon getting dismounted and stopped killed with Tally. Strong
The
hitting
thing
with
is if-
Mapore this
oh.
time. Double kill from
Tali
Tally.
getting a good double kill there.
Yeah. Taking down Cali. Oh, killing Toy as well. A triple
Triple
kill.
kill even. LaRouche getting himself
Ooh,
into trouble. There was
big
no one
hit.
there to help him out.
Yeah, stop, bumped, like just kicked to death on Korobos though. Degenerated are winning on the top here a little bit. They pull it back.
No,
3 versus
I
4.
think... No, Degenerated are not gonna, like... just-
They only have 3 infantry. Like Max, if he keeps running away now.
Well, on the other hand, RR haven't paid attention to raising the flag.
Look, this is
I
exactly
mean, I
what
think
they shouldn't do
RR
right now.
should have the advantage here, but
Scarting not flash. Like this is 3 Nord infantry they're fighting. They should have just kept running. But they didn't have horses. Yeah, there we go.
I
Degenerated
don't
is cleaning
know
them up.
why Flasher just didn't like stay mounted.
Yeah,
That was
if he had
really
stayed
weird.
mounted, Max had gotten away from his fight and kept shooting, like they would have won this round
Yeah,
relatively
I,
easily.
I I don't see why you would like dismount versus that many infantry.
Maybe they were confident they could take them in melee, but I wouldn't risk it.
I mean, look at who you're playing against.
Yeah,
Though.
exactly that as well. Like
I
Scar's
don't think you're
5-1,
just gonna
Crystal
be like, oh
4-1.
well, we'll just clean this up.
Yeah, but well played there by Degenerator.
Yeah, it was actually really well played. I didn't expect them to still pull that round back because it looked pretty disastrous
It
for
looked
them.
dark up there for a while, but
Like Tully runs in, picks up 3 kills like it's nothing, and
he also got
yeah.
a really big hit on Christo, taking him down to almost red
Yeah.
health instantly. Like Tully did a lot from this round.
I think Christo survived though.
Oh yeah, he
So.
did. He was one of the last ones alive on the flag as well. Explains his incredibly attractive armor.
Yeah, overall, I still think that push, what you suggested earlier, perhaps would have been better to leave LeBroux in a slightly different position while going for that push.
Nubijuke dismounting him there.
It's gonna be like a clutch. We had triple houses, like
Maybe. Finna running killer Christo.
What's going on?
They're just running him down here. One
Killing
trying, but
and
Max
team
with a
kill.
team kill.
Hold on.
Scar with a double kill.
Everything
Christos
just falling
again on
apart
red
there
health.
for RR.
Yeah, Scar looks like
I
he's
think
gonna
they
push.
were just caught off guard by this push, man.
North pushing. Scary stuff. Yeah, this finishing Fëanor there.
Oh, Fëanor is just hanging in the wall there, you know.
Yeah, just hanging around. 6-7.
Hanging around. I don't know what's going on anymore. Like Scar and Christo, like the 2 of their 3 imps got like more kills than the rest of their team combined, I think.
Pretty much, yeah. They did good work.
Like
Infantry is the name of the game this match, and I wouldn't say. I mean, both have strong infantry, but I wouldn't say either of them is their strength. I put Rangers on both of them.
you're wrong, man. Like you're really wrong today. I don't know what's going on with you, man. Like Rangers, and I mean, like yeah, their
You
Rangers
agreed
have been,
with me. Don't
their
put this
Rangers
on
have
me.
been doing pretty good work, but
Don't put this on me. You agreed with me. You
I
even
did.
said it on stream. So
Now I don't.
Yeah, well.
Of what happened in that round on Sandy Bush earlier, but then yeah, then it was
on the
RR
opposite
just
side.
wrecking Degenerated, and now it was Degenerated just completely wrecking RR.
Yeah, that's.
Like I don't know what happened there. They just fell apart. They were just not ready for it. That's my guess. Like if you're not ready for something, panic
How are you
happens.
open?
You
Like,
know.
how do you?
Kinda was reminiscent of what happened in that round on Sandy Bush earlier, but then yeah, then it was
on the
RR
opposite
just
side.
wrecking Degenerated, and now it was Degenerated just completely wrecking RR.
Yeah, that's.
Like I don't know what happened there. They just fell apart. They were just not ready for it. That's my guess. Like if you're not ready for something, panic
How are you
happens.
open?
You
Like,
know.
how do you get ready for a push on an open map though? Like nobody does that.
Well, they did it quite perfectly though.
Yeah.
Like they got like 3 kills in 2 seconds, and then there were no kills for a couple of seconds, and then the rest of the team was dead.
Nubijuki also just dismounted Tally's horse around the corner like it was nothing, which stopped essentially their top cab player that round. That's
Yeah.
So that was really well played by Degenerate. Basically attacking from both sides at
Well,
the
I
same
mean,
time
it's
ish.
kind of what Degenerated needed though to get like back in the match.
But they're back
I mean,
now. They're
yeah.
definitely back. 6-7. Like they're 1 point down, but now they're on the strong side.
Yeah, but you do have to like keep in mind that you're 1 round down on a first to 3 skill, like on
That's
the
true.
first to 3 format. So that does mean that you like if they lose. Wait, if they lose 2 rounds,
they lose
then
2
then the
rounds.
best possible thing that they get is a draw.
Yeah, which would be awesome. I would love to see a draw. I don't think I've streamed Winterberg yet.
I
was close when you lied to me, but I was so happy.
I just wanted to
For
make
that
you believe.
short minute, I was so happy. My life made sense again.
Okay. Well, happy to give you a reason for living, man.
Thanks, man.
That's why I did it.
This time I'm very certain of the score, though. Although I did screw up a little bit. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I don't
I
think
mean, it really feels like right now the individual plays have been the name of the game. Like I haven't really seen
there was some
that
sick
many
team play.
tactical errors by both teams. Like both teams, tactical wise, they've been playing pretty solid, I'd say. But the way that they have been executed is
Yeah,
completely different.
it's a
Like, but
little
that
bit
comes
sloppy
down to a
sometimes.
personal skill.
It comes down to team play as well. I mean, both of these teams are
True,
not
true.
exactly well established. Like, I think RR is 2 months maybe, and Degenerate is like 1 month.
Yep.
So it's if they stick together, I could see a much brighter future. But that's the question. Like, Degenerate, as far as I know, is just for this tournament.
Well, we'll see after the tournament, I guess. I mean, one of these teams is gonna be like going home with nothing.
Yeah, they'll be going to the ECL, the lower bracket basically of the tournament, which will start
Yep.
on the 29th or 23rd.
That's quite a big difference.
It's one of those two. So I only saw the post once, and I was
Maybe you should check it up then, you know?
I will.
That would be good.
Meanwhile, you need to say something vitally important to this match.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about like mistakes. I mean, of course, there are like mistakes that both of the teams make, but that's just like individual team play or decision making or stuff like that. That's pretty much what needs to get better for, well, either team, because both teams, like on the first map, it was generally Degenerated struggling with that, and now on the second map, RR, like especially those last couple of rounds, they've been struggling a little bit with how they make their game plan come together and how they execute it, which is technically the same thing, but whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm glad you fixed it. It starts the 23rd, the week of 23rd. So
All right.
technically, I was still correct.
So, what was this thing about if you win 3-0 on Lords, you're gonna win 3-0 on Vegas as well?
But they didn't win 3-0 though. They won 3-1. So who
Yeah, go
knows?
hide behind your
But
excuses, man.
if I can't hide behind a technicality, I don't know. But I'm
Yeah, I mean,
thinking Degenerated might have this in the bag
I'm just gonna
because
say that, like, Scar and Christo had a pretty insane performance on their infantry on
that's the
that set.
thing though. That's the thing. Like their infantry topped the scoreboard, not their cav or archers.
I mean, Scar and Christo are pretty insane infantries if you ask me, but
Yeah, they definitely are. But they have also Nord infantry.
so why are you surprised?
No, it's just like who knows if they can do it again on Vaegir. I mean, Vaegir's also have good infantry. Don't get me wrong. They might
I
even get an
mean,
old pack to stop his cav, which would be
I think the
painful.
if infantry are gonna make this much of a difference, because it's like, look at where the fights have been happening, alright? Like, there have been 2 fights so far. 2 of the 4 rounds of that set. There have been fights close to the rock, near
Yeah.
the flag in the open field, you know?
Yeah,
Those were the most important fights then, and that's where the infantry could actually shine. And that's kind of what Nords need. I mean, overall, I think it's a, from spawn perspective, it probably was a little bit better spawn for Vegas, I guess, for RR in that case.
a little
But
bit, but I mean, you're pushing into it. Like, it shouldn't matter that much because, like, if I think the only reason they lost that was because they hesitated in pushing. If they'd just gone up there like confident, basically, I think they would have just crushed the Vega
well,
positions.
the
Though.
second time they pushed up there, it was kind of like the same though, but they just had an insane performance
Yeah,
on
they
Scar
won
and
that fight.
Krista. They just
Yeah,
killed everyone.
yeah, but I
Like
mean, those
that's what
are
happened there.
two very important players.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
but
you
they were
need
like
like
3 players down that round, and they still managed to pull it back, which is pretty insane if you
that
ask me.
is it's really clutch. Yeah. Who was their third infantry? Do you remember?
Um,
I think Harmon was Cab.
I think on the last map Harmon actually played infantry.
On the last map, yeah, but the last set, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we are
I'm
live.
pretty sure it was Razor playing Inf actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. But we are live.
Yeah, we're live.
3
And
archers
it
for
looks
degenerated.
3 archers. I kind of like that.
3-3-2, yeah. I wasn't expecting to see
But
this,
at the
but
same time, look at our setup. They have 5 I actually kind of like this because
you actually just kind of like everything tonight.
I kind of like everything right now.
Only have
like,
2
come on.
infantry. Only 1 archer.
Not the standard 3 infantry
like
stuff, you know.
See, degenerated are good. They're giving me the benefit of the strength on their side. Rangers, while Rising Rivals just giving me 1 archer. Like no. I'm
Oh,
cheering
this
for
is
Red
good. This is gonna be
Degenerated here.
interesting. I think Degenerated have a pretty good plan of how they want to set up this crossfire. And
It looks like it.
look at who the archers are too. That's pretty significant. But
Yeah.
don't forget that in this particular case, our do have a massive cavalry advantage because they just have more cav, like way more cav.
It's true, but this river
So-
though, if they plant 1 archer in the river, if they kill Feanor,
Yeah.
if they kill
I
Feanor,
think
like they win in this situation.
If Degenerated get the better archer positions, at least semi-uncontested, they have a way better shot at winning the round than RR, just because like the RR cav can only really do things from horseback. Once they get dismounted, they have like what Nord cav shields, you know.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do much
It's
with that
not
versus
much,
the archers.
especially against Vega archers as well. Like they're gonna shoot
Yeah.
that like it's nothing.
I mean, with the shield skill for cav shield got increased, but
Not gonna help you much.
it's not gonna help you much, no. Looks like they're gonna have Toy and LaRue, like, centered on the same side.
They kind of can afford it because they have Razor on the back wall, on the back, the spear just hanging
Yeah,
out.
I think...
Oh, Tally taking on LaRue though.
Wait,
What?
was that a jab?
Feanor is
That was
dead.
beautiful.
Yeah, must have been. Killer going in with a double kill
Killer
there.
with a really nice double kill.
2
It's pretty hard to
important
get
kills.
double kills a cav there.
Yeah. He just ran in full speed.
So far,
Toy fight
Degenerated
Tally.
cav having a pretty good fight. Let's see if they can finish up this fight though, because Tally's doing some work.
Tally
serious
double
work.
kill.
3 kills for Tally already.
Razor killing him though.
Shot
Flag is
by
empty. Max.
Razor.
Max, yeah,
Ooh,
gets
beautiful
foot
foot
shot
shot by Razor there.
Yeah, easy with that skill though. That's the thing. Like, the shield's not gonna help you that much.
Yeah, exactly.
Dismounted, instantly finished by Harmon. That was beautiful. And there
Razor
we go.
actually
Triple
did
kill.
so much from there. Like, they should probably have put a little bit more pressure on Razor. I suppose they didn't expect them to help him out that much, but Nobuyuki helped him out perfectly there.
Nobuyuki was exactly where he needed to be this entire fight.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. And Max tried to help out. Like,
He
Max
got
is
dismounted.
Max
and
is
then just
actually a
shot to
cav
pieces.
now.
Yeah,
so-
I don't get it. Why would you play him as a cav?
Well, I mean, what else is he gonna play? You don't really want to take 2 archers.
With Rising Rivals archers? Yeah, I would. I would actually take 2 archers here.
Not if you also plan to have like 5 cav though, because then you don't
Yeah,
have any
then you
infantry.
don't have any infantry as Nords, which is not good either. But
Because basically the only advantage that RR have is like their, or so I thought anyways. Like,
Yeah.
Toddy just killed half of Degenerated right there, but well,
yeah, he got some relatively easy hits though, like 1 bump, 1 stun on the horse, so he could just overhead. But I mean, still.
I
The
mean
kill
the
is the
first
kill.
kill he got was beautiful though. He got like a jab headshot on LaRue. That's so important.
That is
Like
well
if you have LaRue shooting from into the fight from there, that fight might be over a lot more quickly than
Yeah.
it did.
LaRue's just not having a good day against Joust tonight. Razor with his armor as well. Like, he got shot there. Doesn't matter. Does nothing. Nord Archer is just like so weak compared to this armor. Like, maybe 5 more shots and Razor would like, maybe I should take a little bit less risks. But until then, whatever.
Yeah, he barely lost any. He lost like 15% HP.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
like
nothing.
nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Nobody's really trying to get on the flag. Tally's raising it a
Oh,
little
looks like
bit, but
Flasher almost gonna get his horse couched, I guess. Trying something sneaky. Really going
There-
into...
the
Yeah,
cavalry.
I don't know what
Whoa.
Flasher was doing there. He just ran into their whole team.
Yeah, but Swan did as well. He did dismount Nubijuki, but well, there's his new horse. No problem there.
This felt very uncoordinated.
This
from
was
our
incredibly
though.
uncoordinated.
They
Yeah, like
just ran in and died one by
Yeah.
one.
Killer doing good damage on Corvus there, but he does take down Kill as toy real quick.
Yeah, but I don't think how they're not just not gonna win this round.
No, there's no way. Like this is over. But Corvus is doing some good blocking, taking down Scar as well.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
take what you can get, I guess.
Yeah, if you finish off Scar, he's not gonna get that good armor.
But like the problem for RR, I mean that basically just came down to bad coordination.
Yeah, that
in
was
my opinion.
that was
That
very
was
bad
just not
coordination.
good. Like
The
Fleischer
cap
just
went in.
ran in there, almost immediately got his horse crouched, managed
Yeah.
to juke it, ran past their whole team, and then suddenly he found himself in between two archers, and then he was dead. Yeah.
Fenris is shooting straight from spawn into their spawn. It's actually kind of clever. I never actually thought of doing that. I always run to the bunker and then I start shooting. Huh. Might have to try this out.
You might want to.
Didn't get any hits, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So looks like
Well,
Degenerate
you know
is
what
trying
it
to
looks
say,
like?
just
It looks like the
shooting.
pressure is gonna be on RR to do something because they need to win this round. Like if they lose this round, they're
It's
out.
over, yeah.
And they were doing so good.
They really were, yeah. It essentially all boils down. They could, yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be a draw
I mean,
now,
they just
for
need
sure.
to have their cav making coordinated moves because running in one by one just like
Yeah.
last round isn't gonna cut it.
Yeah, they didn't really run in one by one. They both two cav run in at the same time, ish.
Yeah, but
like
that,
2 out of 5? No. It's
yeah,
not gonna work.
that's not really like, and that's 2 out of 5 into their whole team, and then Fleischer was also somewhere on the side, like running into the whole team as well. You know, and not achieving anything. You know.
Yeah.
Because Degenerated literally didn't have to focus on anything else but just killing those guys.
Like once you kill 2 players, like the round is essentially over. You can like take
Oh.
a step back and relax a little bit more, play a little bit more
Not
defensive.
necessarily, I guess, but
No, but 2 cav.
Harmon playing very aggressive actually.
Yeah, he is.
Really
but
trying
he's
to
giving,
get onto Fëanor.
He's giving the degenerated archers so much time to shoot. He's
Yeah.
just a little bit out of range, so they can't really hurt him that much. I'm not alone taking down Razor.
I'm not
That's a big
alone.
kill.
Taking down Razor, that's pretty big, yeah. Killer has a tanked up horse though. He's gonna try and take down Fëanor.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Fëanor
right
is
now.
under some big pressure, man.
Yeah,
Like,
he is. Nubiyuki goes down to Swan though. This is looking good
Yeah.
for Rising Rivals.
looking good for them. But they need to
LaRue
get
is
the
so
cap towards
fresh.
the flag now. Look at how high the flag is. They need to get that flag down. There's only like 35 seconds or something.
LaRue is so pushed up here, but they abandoned him. Tally is trying to fight him though. LaRue's just like, nah.
Still
I need to
looking
fight you
good
right
for
now.
RR.
There he goes. Turns around, kills him.
Alright.
RR is winning the fights, yeah. But LaRue's
kill
doing
on
some
the
good
flag.
work here as well. Double kill in melee. Now we can
Can
shoot.
they get
2
someone
versus
on the
4.
flag? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. Like 2 cav.
Our Killer can, if he stays alive. Look at that health though.
Nah,
With
Killer's
that
not-
horse?
Killer's not gonna make it.
No!
He's gonna get stopped.
If he had waited like 3 or 4 more seconds, just circle a little bit around, because there was no archers alive. Might have had a better
Yeah,
chance,
but there were 3 cav alive, so
Yeah, that's true.
they literally just have to like crouch your horse or something. and you're dead.
Now, Max has a heavy horse. Good armor. Javelins. Still a light lance, I think. But
Yeah,
light
light
lance are
lance.
fine. There's nothing wrong with light lances.
I mean, you can just do some aggressive bumping kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know?
especially with this horse. I mean,
Yeah.
bump damage, speed increase isn't gonna help you that much, but it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. So, well, it's pretty close now, you know.
It is.
I think the score is exactly even right now.
8-8, yeah. If Rising Isles wins the next one, then Degenerator wins, then we're gonna see Winterberg.
Oh, you are so into this, man.
I want Winterberg! Dude, I said on Twitter this would be the most exciting match so far in the tournament. I don't lie. Corval's taking a big hit there.
Not yet.
Ah, dude, it's 8-8. Doesn't get much more even than this.
Well, looks like they have a lot of focus on defending the roof, but they're gonna try and push up to him. Fëanor is very isolated.
Bellinor coming in from... Let's get taken down.
That looked kind of
Double
weird
kill there from Degenerated.
for our need to get a lot of things done right now.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good at all. Looks kind of uncoordinated again, to be honest.
A little bit rushed, maybe. They didn't really need to push that stone. I mean, yeah, he was defended well.
Getting 2 kills back, but can they do anything with it? No, they can't.
Maybe Juki finishing him off there. Exactly.
This is over.
Yeah, 9-8 to Degenerated. Taking
That was
second.
really close. I don't think it was necessary for RR to rush it that much, though, like you said. It was really weird. They had like Lebrew and 2 imps on the rock there, close to the flag, and then Tali, Fëanor, and Bellandor pushed up to that spot, all from different angles. Like Fëanor was all by his own, Tali was all by his own, Bellandor was all by his own. They could just pick them off almost.
Yeah.
And looks like the referee isn't quite sure about the score.
I'll help him out.
You help him out. But yeah, like it just looked uncoordinated from there. It kind of fell apart. 2 kills at the beginning of the fight, and yeah, just not much more support to come from that point onward. And I think RR gonna be quite a little bit salty about this, because their performance on the first map was strong.
It was incredible, essentially. Like, Degenerated winning 6-2.
On the other hand, yes, Degenerated having a strong performance on this map.
Yeah, definitely. This was their... You could kind of... I saw that coming as well, but I mean, their infantry is as well really strong.
Yeah.
So, it's... yeah. Well, there we go.
I mean, not really the kind of impact you would expect from infantries on an open map, but it sure did help.
Definitely. But I mean, RR played incredibly good. Like, if they play in the ECL, they are gonna be very high up there. They're gonna be one of the teams to look out for sure.
Possibly, yes.
Absolutely. Like, come on, they almost... Like, you saw the roster of Degenerated. Like, this is a stacked team.
Yeah, so... but I mean, both teams, like we said that before though, right? Like, both teams are still relatively new, they haven't been together for very long. Anything could happen.
That's true. But... yeah, that's very true actually. There's a lot of teams getting knocked out of this tournament who you would think would do well. There was one clan that played this week as well. I thought would qualify, but I screwed up really badly. I forget
Don't know what you're talking about, man.
I forget the name of them as well. Something with W. Whatever.
So you're gonna get someone in for an interview, or are you just gonna be like salty about stuff?
I can do both. No problem. We actually have Killer and Nubijuki at least. Let's move them up. Hello.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Quite good.
We're feeling really good, yeah.
Did you like expect to still win the match after that after the first map? Because well, the first map really didn't go as well as you probably would have liked.
Kinda, yeah.
So
what happened on the first map?
Yeah, what happened on the first map?
Well, it was just a warming up, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was all intended. You were like, the first map is just gonna go bad, and then the second map, we're gonna kill everyone as Nords with infantry, of all things.
Well, to be honest, yeah, go on, Scott. You're the man of the match.
I think for the most part, we didn't have a lot of momentum in the infantry fights. They usually pushed us, and our info's on the back foot and not really getting into the fights, and that makes it really tough for you to just not get overwhelmed, you know. And I think in some of those rounds, they got a quick early advantage, and then they just snowballed it very well. So it was very tough to play against that. Yeah, we had a lot of guys playing infantry that usually don't play infantry matches or are not very used to it, so I think that's also kind of why.
So if you have like this negative momentum, as it were, going into the second map, like how did you deal with that? Because you came out, well, I wouldn't want to say guns blazing, but maybe I should on the second map as North. Like
Jabs blazing is the word
yeah,
in this
pretty much.
case.
Well,
Uh,
if I may say something, I'd say that it's mostly a question of mental. We are working all together since only a month or two, but still we are friends, and losing is not much a big deal. I mean, it's not because we're losing the first round that we are losing our cold blood. So we kept focused and we just played the match until the end.
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
yeah, I think
So
it's,
you
it's
just
also,
keep your spirits up pretty much, and you just pull through, and it worked out for you, evidently. Like
I think it's also because that might sound stupid now, but we are kind of used to it, you know. We had some trainings that didn't go as well as we wanted them to go.
yeah, I heard that.
And of course people were disappointed, frustrated with the situation, but I think it can be an advantage too, because I remember from the German Nations Cup team in 2015, we usually won our trainings matches, and that match against Poland was really tough for us because they gave us a really hard fight, and we expected it to be a bit more one-sided towards us. So we didn't really know how to deal with that situation. And here in DGNR, we had some bad scrims, but I mean, after all, that's only trainings matches, and yeah, that's what they're there for, just training situations and also learning how to deal with losses.
yeah, so going into this match, like did you expect RR to play so well? I mean, of course you hope to play better yourself on the first map, but did you expect RR to be this strong, or did you expect to beat them a little bit more handedly?
Well, there were no really expectation. If I may say something again, I want to congratulate the
So
RR
polite.
for something. On the first map, I was playing Cavs, and they really made a great focus on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they shot you
I
down really
couldn't
well.
do shit.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
they were expecting me at every corner of the map, and really they did an amazing job about it. So, if we lost the first map, it's one of the reasons.
Yeah, I would say so too. Like it on the first map, it kind of felt like to me that like your cav, you couldn't really get much done, and on Lords when the Rue was solo archer, you also really got pushed pretty well by RR all the time. So I'd say that's pretty good work by them. But you did manage to pull everything back together on the second map. And well, I mean, did you expect to get so many opportunities to fight in fights there, Scar? Because I saw you going like 8-on-1 on the North spawn as an infantry, which is not something you would generally expect on in this matchup on this map.
Yeah, true. Well, we play kind of aggressive on Nords, really like pushing up very high on the map. Like usually teams take a lot more defensive positions. But we knew that Nords have a big advantage in melee, and we also have javelins, so it's pretty easy to chase down teams if they run from you. So we could really force ourselves up on them. So yeah, that's what we tried to do.
What about the first round, the first set, when the flag spawned in the open there? You kind of pushed towards the stone, but it seemed like you hesitated too much there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just hesitate, or?
No, I think once again it's well done from the air. They attacked at on a position they were really advantaged. All their shooters were able to shoot, and their calves had all the mobility they could expect. So they just attacked when they had to, and they did very good about it.
Yeah, I would say
All
so
right.
as well. They played really good. Do you have any idea who your man of the match would be? You said Scar.
Yeah, well, in my first opinion, I'd say Scar, and close to him there is Razor, who has done quite an amazing job tonight.
Yeah, Razor played well as
Yeah,
well.
I think Razor played pretty good. I like on the first map especially, there were some really clutch situations. Like there was this one round where you fought in the archway, like the back entrance of the graveyard, like for the whole round. and was like super clutch, but Razer still managed to pick up like 4 kills that round or something. It was
He shot the
quite
archers in the
impressive.
back as well, like just shot through the group entirely, sneaking past them and shooting them in the head. Like,
I would say
good play.
man of the match is the team for not tilting after the first match.
Yeah, unlike the German team, this team actually has morale.
It's
morale,
really
hey?
tough sometimes when you lose the first map and go into the second map and you have 1 or 2 people that just tilt out and don't play as well as they normally do. You will lose that map too.
Yeah,
And
I know
on the
that
open
feeling.
map we didn't have that. So yeah. Fair play to all the DGNR guys.
Yeah. Do you have any shouts other than that?
Yeah, well, GG well played to Rising Rivals. They gave us a really good fight, and I hope they will stay together and not just like disband after this tournament. I think they have a lot of potential, and I hope to see them back in the next tournaments. Thanks for for taking over after there's been so much trouble and issues regarding the tournament, and thank you guys for streaming.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'd like also to thank Silas, who is the one that has gathered the DGNR, and he's doing quite a lot of job, administration and such. He hasn't been able to attend to the match tonight, but I'm sure he was watching the streaming, so a big shout out for him.
That's good. It sucks not being able to play for your team, especially when you do the administration work.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so how do you how do you want to continue forward from this point onwards? Like you're gonna be going into the next stage of the ECS. How do you expect to prepare for your next matches?
Well, we had some difficulties in our first trainings, like Scar said, but I think we managed to find our own rhythm, and recent matches shown us that we are on a good way. So let's just say we're gonna keep going on the same way we are at the moment, and hope for the best.
Alright,
It's a good
then
attitude.
I wish you the best of luck in the rest of the tournament, and yeah, well, thank you for the interview. Thanks for coming.
And
Thank you.
congratulations.
Congratulations on your win, obviously.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
Oh, and have a good night too.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Greed
Bye-bye.
likes to say that.
I say it automatically now as well. It's frustrating. Let's see.
You anything to add, Greed?
Absolutely nothing. I think both teams play well. Degenerated obviously
Thanks
played
for
a
the
little bit better.
analysis.
Now next week we will start streaming the actual tournament, and hope to
This
see
is
more
also
matches
the
like
actual
this.
tournament, just saying.
Yeah, but everyone says the qualifiers aren't important.
Oh, I think this match was pretty important.
Yeah, this was the best one so far in the qualifier, in my opinion. I hope to see a lot more of these. But do you have any last words before we go?
Nah.
Well, I would like to thank everyone for like watching our streams, supporting us by just watching. Yeah, and I want to wish Degenerated the best of luck in the rest of the tournament, just as all the other clans who are going to be playing from now onward. Like the qualifier stage is over, of course, so we're gonna have a lot of new teams showing up, a lot of different matchups, a lot of interesting matchups as well. So I'm looking forward to streaming more. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Ditto. Agree with everything you just said.
Did you even pay attention?
I heard thank yous. That's all. That's all I need to
Alright.
know. I'm very grateful.
It's great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
but as you said, thanks for everyone for watching us, for giving tips to the stream as well. I always listen. I even listened to some random guy on the den earlier. Hopefully you, Mr. Random Person, hopefully it was better this time without the shadows. And yeah, that's it. See you next week. Good night.
See ya.